No, I was just naming breakfast.
Breakfast foods. Oh yeah, of course, sausage links, crispy bacon,
bagels,
crispy
eggs,
bacon.
Benedict Arnold,
The tears of children.
Benediction.
This is like word association. Tom Arnold,
Arnold from the Wonder Years,
Roseanne Barr,
Katie Bar the Door,
going
Katie
to
Holmes,
to a bar, Katie Holmes,
Homes and Gardens,
Holmes on Holmes. I gotta make this right.
I'm like trying to do this little chain reaction thing, and my brain, it just like kind of keeps going back to Matthew McConaughey, and I'm like, when is there going to be a good connection for him? It's not coming up. Like, okay, can we do? Is someone in a movie with Matthew? No, not yet. Katie Holmes. I feel like we're getting there. No, we're going in the other direction. We need to bring it back around to Matthew McConaughey. When is it going to come up? Like
shirtless.
Like, I can't do this because my head gets
Scruff.
stuck on one thing, and I just wait for the right moment to blurt it out. And for some reason, you guys can't bring it back around to McConaughey. Can you give me something? Because I can't finish otherwise.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves, and is crowned champion. Our steely nerved competitors, a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now, it's gloves off, and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzak.
Welcome to Word Rango. My name is Mike Suzak. This is episode 6. I am the baby spice of the show. Joining me this week, as always, Bob Ball, the scary spice.
Bootylicious.
Nope, that's... Well, okay, I'll just go with that. Also joining us, Dave Hinkle, ginger spice.
Oh, ginger spice, really?
And Ryan Lewis, posh spice.
David Beckham.
Getting them Beckham dollars, dog. Getting them Beckham money.
No one is sporty spice ever, nor should you be. I would rather be T-Boz.
Me too.
Yeah, of course. This is, it's just a loose couple of guys.
I just have one question, though.
Ourselves to celebrity females that...
So does David Beckham have, like, great breath in the morning? I mean, I imagine he wakes up and he doesn't have that, like, morning breath, you know?
He seems perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like he sleeps in, like, a hyperbaric chamber.
I was actually thinking that he, like, zips out of a giant plastic seal. I mean, not like, one at the harbor.
No, like Seal, like the performer.
Right, of course.
Yes.
I've always known him as...
He climbs out of his face.
That is why Heidi Klum divorced Seal, because David Beckham was inside of him.
Oh, that's right.
Wait.
Got a divorce. Well, that's
Now that I
sad.
said that out loud, that sounds a little dirtier
I really
than I
hate
intended.
the fact that Leatherface is alone. I feel really bad for him.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, he had that song with the Batman soundtrack.
Oh, dude, he had, like, Crazy.
That's Britney Spears.
Dude, are you kidding me? He's getting that USPS money. Like, for 10 years, the United States Postal Service used one of his songs for, like,
On a stamp? How do you put a song on a stamp?
They put his song on a stamp.
However, this is a great way to start things out with Bob, stop being a seal. You're trying to make the seal character happen. The seal character would get killed off in episode 1 of the Bob Ball Show, and you know it. Stop it. But our next big thing, right around the corner, a great way to kick things off, is with song stamps. Dave, thank you so much for giving us song stamps. You send everybody, if you sent your grandma a birthday card through the mail, why give her only a card, and why have it be one of those stupid Hallmark cards that you open up and a stupid, you can, like, tinny kind of song comes through that plays for like 15 seconds. No one wants that. Why not put the song in the stamp?
Her eyes don't work so good anymore, you know? You're really just being an asshole by writing words to her. Like, it doesn't matter what those words are. Like, it's an inconvenience.
Well,
it's a shitoyance for her to have to...
I mean, she'll know that ransom note pretty darn well.
Your grandma lives in a chateau.
Where are you going to retire, Bob Ball?
I'm going to live inside of Seal.
Welcome to Word Rango. This show, everybody brings one word to the table every week, and we try and top each other with the words things. I don't know how that works, but I do know that last week's winner was miraculously Dave Hinkle.
Hell yeah, dude.
And, you know...
It's officially a dynasty. That was my third win in a row.
You used that word last week, and I don't think you know what it means. Like, you're not ruling the Chinese people or something like that.
It was a show that was on television in the mid-'80s. Let's move on.
About like an oil tycoon. Yeah.
But yeah, Dave, that also means you get first word this week. So, Dave, please impart on us what your word is this week.
Please let it be Falcon Crest.
No, but it's close. It is fecundity.
Oh, can we say that in polite public?
Fecundity.
Sweet death, dude. Dave, I swear to God, you're pronouncing this wrong again.
No, I'm not.
I know the word that you're saying.
It's falconry. It's probably falconry. And you were saying fecundity. Please, no, really, say it one more time for us. Like, really slowly, clearly, take the marbles out of your mouth.
Fecundity. Fecundity.
Is it with a TH or with an F?
No,
it's an F.
Okay.
It's fat. It's not the cool hip 1992 fat PHAT.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fecundity.
Fecundity.
Yeah, that's going to be FECUNDITY.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to have Ryan go last because it sounds like he might know this word. I'll start. I'll be the brave soul that steps out like Indiana Jones did in the Last Crusade when he took the step with the bridge that you couldn't see, and he had to throw the sand out.
Or like Beckham exiting Seal at 6 a.m. in the morning, as he's wont to do.
Wow. Does that mean Beckham and Seal are doing it all night? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's just sleeping inside of his seal sack.
It's like he saw Star Wars when he was a kid, and he was like, wow, I want to slice open a tauntaun and sleep inside of it, but there are no tauntauns around, and the closest thing he could find was, Seal, the beloved artist.
Singer,
singer, songwriter.
Heidi Klum lover.
Chia pet enthusiast.
Is there enough room inside
So David Beckham
Seal?
took his lightsaber, sliced open Seal, and then just moved inside. Is that what we're saying?
And that's not a euphemism. I'm not saying that's like some kind of,
Well, that's not what you're saying.
Sexual euphemism, but
is there enough room inside Seal for Posh Spice too? She's pretty small.
Well, Seal is kind of like that British telephone box and like Link's pouch. It's like gigantic, right? Like once you're inside of Seal, it's an actual universe in there.
It's very roomy. It's vast.
It's
like a TARDIS.
It's like
So
Seal is the TARDIS.
If we're able to rent out space inside Seal, and I mean,
Is he like an apartment complex? Is he like an upscale apartment complex?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
He's
He's Seal.
Seal.
Come on, man.
It's Seal,
You're
of
like,
course.
you're talking glass everywhere, really, really postmodern kind of chic living
I love
quarters.
it.
now what I'm wondering is this going to be expensive living or is it affordable? Like, that's what I'm trying to get out of this. How much can we get people to pay us to live inside Seal?
Well, think of this, right? Like people like destination weddings, like come on, man. How awesome of a
Seal
destination
wedding?
wedding would Seal be? You could rent your space inside of Seal out to people who want to have a destination
And you have a
wedding.
wedding singer right there.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
You're monetizing, Like, all you got to do is line up the wedding for when Seal's in the shower, and then you could just hear him singing to you,
We have a vertical going on here. Do we have a ballroom inside Seal then too?
I think we do, by definition.
Oh, yeah, get inside Seal's ballroom.
Welcome to Word Rango, where I just took over the show. Yeah.
Damn it.
Bob, you try to take over every show and turn it into Pop Quizzical, so this isn't new.
Welcome to the Bob Ball Show, starring these other guys and Bob Ball. Hi.
Okay. Fecundity.
So,
Fecundity is the process by which someone moves into Seal. And that's what I'm going with. Bob, what do you think fecundity means?
Fecundantry. Fecundity?
No, I actually like
Fecunditis?
fecundity more.
I
It
do
sounds
like that
regal.
more.
Either one of those is actually the process of having a bowel movement while you're living inside of Seal, and you actually have to walk up to one of his molars where there's a cavity. So you're making a bowel movement inside of Seal's cavity,
Right.
in his molar.
So it's pooception, really.
This
what
is
you're
beginning
saying.
to sound like a
Poopception.
Magic
I've been
School Bus
Pooception.
episode. Just putting that out there.
Now look, what happens if you are renting an apartment inside of Seal?
Yeah.
And like something's wrong with your water? Who do you call? And what's wrong with your water?
You call John Cusack. I mean, he's he's the guy who's inside of every celebrity that's there to like be the superintendent, right? Like he kind of pioneered the movement by going inside of John Malkovich. So naturally, he's going to be there to help you with all your moving needs and all that.
I haven't seen the movie. Is he able to get out of John Malkovich?
Oh yeah.
That's the whole part of the movie. They land in like the New Jersey Turnpike. Oh, spoilers! Shit,
dude, how dare you?
Look, you know what? We're gonna have to label this podcast as a John Malkovich spoilers from here
Well,
on.
don't let the name dropping the New Jersey Turnpike turn you away from a great movie, because
might be too late.
If you're anything, if you're like
no one on the New Jersey Turnpike can also say fecundantry.
That's true. But yeah, no, New Jersey is terrible, and it shouldn't stop you from seeing this wonderful, wonderful film. So we got Mike and we got Bob, and I guess we just need one more.
Okay, Ryan.
So fecundity, it's in a Bad Religion song, and I've heard it a million times, and he says it. I don't understand half the words in any Bad Religion song, so it's not going to help me here either. I think it means that you're never going to survive unless we get a little crazy.
That is okay. I want that to be... Dave, if this definition isn't as cool as everything Ryan just said, you're going to lose this week, guaranteed.
Yeah, Dave, here's the thing. Like, in a world full of people, only some want to fly. I mean, I think that's fucking crazy. That's nuts.
Great. God. That's some spiritual shit. Please.
And in a sky full of people, only some want to fly. Fucking crazy.
Please share with us the definition of fecundity.
Okay, so I came in this week pretty much assuming I was going to lose anyway. So it is the quality or power of producing abundantly, fruitfulness or fertility, productive or creative power.
So it's that Duggar family that doesn't stop making kids.
Yeah, it's basically like the Irish family in Meaning of Life. Like, they just produce a silly amount of kids. It's like being a very fertile like lawn that just grows stuff, or like a guy who just keeps knocking chicks up like crazy.
So it's like Cheaper by the Dozen, not the old one, but the remake with Steve Martin.
Yeah,
like yeah,
and it's also a good way to compliment a lady. You know, the old go-to, and I think women are kind of tired of this, is like, wow, you got really great childbearing hips, right? Well, now you could just say, girl, you got fecundity for days. So, and they're not going to think it sounds like any other dirty word or anything.
Oh,
like
no,
that.
it sounds pretty dirty though. That's the thing.
It's that middle part sounds really dirty.
Yeah.
Cundity. Is that the cundit? Cunt? Oh.
What? Hey.
Oh, yeah.
I just had to keep
close there.
shortening it until I got there. Sorry.
I just want to know what the cundit is, though. It sounds like pundit, but like a different version of a pundit.
Because it has a C on the front.
Well, yeah, but the root word is cun, like cunning, right? Mm-hmm. So it would be someone that like that's known for being cunning, for their cunning.
Well, so fecundity also, like, I mean, just the way it's spelled and like that those first three letters, it sounds kind of like fecal, like poopy.
Like you're taking a poop in Seal's empty, giant chasm of a molar cavity.
Yeah, it's like Seal.
What up, winner? Yeah.
Perpetually pooping forever. It's like Seal never leaving the toilet because he can't stop pooping. I mean, he's got a lot of people in there that are pooping inside of him, so he's got to get that poop out.
Okay, the toilet humor, really. We need to tone that down.
Maybe
let's absolutely tone that down. Now, if Seal had just a bowel movement he couldn't get out, what note do you think he would automatically hit to get that out?
He knows the brown note, right? Isn't that the brown note? There's like that one really low note you could hit that will just make people crap their pants.
Is it a B or something like that? It's probably it's like a B or a B.
It's like a flat. I've heard that in music before. Some kind of flat.
I think he's probably going to have to hit something sharp.
Yeah. F sharp, guys.
Well, I do know this, though.
Thanks, Ryan.
Seal, when he uses the restroom, he always takes his shirt off. I don't know why. It's just kind of weird. Like, even if he's at Ross shopping for, shirts, like, he'll just go into the restroom and take off his coat, take off his shirt.
Do you think he accidentally... Now, I don't want to accuse him of anything. I'm just speaking purely as someone that's concerned for Seal's well-being. But do you think he accidentally, the second he takes his shirt off, if he's in a department store dressing room, drops his trousers and starts taking a shit. Do you think
Why
he
would he
does
do it
that?
in a dressing room?
Because it's a matter. Think of it. It's Pavlovian. It's a Pavlovian response. He's at this point he's associated taking a shit with taking his shirt off, and now whenever he does, he feels the rumbling in his tummy. He's ready to go. And
I think
if he's trying on a new nice button-down shirt at at some sort of store, and he's trying it on in the fitting room, he's got to go. He may as well go there. Don't you think he's maybe done that once or twice or 15 times?
I think this all makes sense. I think
yeah. And I don't know. I think the advent of online shopping and getting an Amazon and everything has changed Seal's life, for the better. So he doesn't really run into that problem as much anymore.
Right. So what we're doing this week is we try to do this little give us a word in a sentence thing, and I think we're gonna just roll with something else. Dave, I want you to assign that to us. I want you to tell us what you want us to do with the word fecundity this week.
Okay, so fecundity, I'm going to say, let's go with Ryan. And Ryan, I want you to use fecundity while trying to return a dildo at a sex shop, but it's been used once, and they won't take it back. So I want you to go ahead and do that now.
Do you need someone to act as the clerk at the
Oh,
sex
yes,
store as
absolutely.
well?
Why don't you do that, Mike?
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to return this.
I'm sorry, sir. This has a bit of an odor. Can you please explain that to me?
Well, first of all, it came that way. I haven't even really used it. The problem is that my wife and I have a problem with our fecundity. See, we're trying to create a just plentiful amount of offspring so that we can basically get our farm working in our human trafficking business off the ground.
Okay.
And so basically where we're trying to go with this is we're trying to simulate it with this dildo. Now, our fecundity problem stems from lots of different psychological issues, and this dildo, just looking at it, I know it's not going to work because
Will you
it
two
smells.
please hurry up? I have to take my shirt
Sir,
off.
you're going to need to wait, okay? Processing return takes
I'm
some
unbuttoning
time.
my shirt.
Please do not go. That is a fitting room, sir.
And
Oh my
That
God,
man has a hairy chest.
Is that
My
seal?
God.
I will never shop here again. You have an Australian seal impersonator in there. Who the hell knows what's going on in this establishment?
Look, Kiss-
I think this dildo smells.
I assure you, "Kiss from a Mate" is a wonderful song. It's internationally renowned. As for your return, look, you may not shop here again potentially because, first off, I'm not convinced that you purchased this here. You don't have a receipt. That's a problem. And second off, I mean, you don't even have the original packaging. You're trying to fit what is very clearly a small dildo into an extra large. It looks like, what is this, a briefcase? Is this a Samsonite briefcase that you're bringing this dildo back in?
Yeah, and then here's the thing. I don't even think this is a dildo. This is a blender that I should be returning to Target. What store is this? I have no idea where I am.
This is Bed Bath and Beyond, to be very clear.
Well, this is the beyond part of it. He wants he doesn't need a bed or a bath. He's trying to shop for the beyond part.
I
Well,
was just looking for
it's sort of beyond the bed. It's sort of a little hidden behind the bed.
Yeah, it's beyond the bed. It's in the nightstand next to the
It's in
bed.
How
the
did Dave
nightstand
and I
next to
wander into Bed Bath & Beyond with you two?
Anyways,
Wow, why are you holding my hand?
what we can do if we're going to take this dildo back, I'm convinced that this has been used. What we can do is we can give you an exchange. And so if you want, we have a new set of furnishings. I mean, by all means, there's new throw pillows. They're very nice. The little frills on the side. Would you
Can
be
I get
interested
these
in
towels monogrammed?
that? I don't think the value for that adds up. That's a little bit more expensive. I mean, we can give you a gift card, and then you can spend that towards the monogrammed hand towels if you'd like.
Can I use that online at sexymerriam-webster.com? That's where I buy most of my butt plugs and my dildos to help with the fecundity problems. Did I tell you about the fecundity problems that my wife and I are having?
I'm gonna need
Get
you to-
out of here. It's crazy.
I'm going to need you to tell me more about the fecundity problems, please.
And scene?
And scene.
Scene.
So say, like, are we just going to take this the rest of the show? Because this could be like...
I was prepared to. I was not going to let you return
I
that.
know what was going to stop that. And this whole episode was basically just going to be like, Yeah, Ryan's trip to the dildo store where Mike Suzik's trying to hand out and sell him towels. Like, you're going to start telling me about like, you want to check our online advertisements? Yeah, you can buy it online, get it cheaper. And then everyone in the podcast is basically going to start shopping a bit. I don't know. It's just fun.
Well, we are sponsored by Bed Bath & Beyond, so I mean, I
just hope that every bit Bob Ball just takes his shirt off. It's just like, I want that to be his calling card. It's just like wildly taking off his shirt, throwing it to the ground, and just running around.
You know, this is starting to sound like some sort of podcast meeting where we try to decide how we can make the show better. We've already discovered it involves Bob taking his shirt off. Mm-hmm. But, you know,
I just want Bob to take
should. What up?
We don't need to show everybody how the sausage is made. You know, like, clearly it's made on the spot. I mean,
that's not where I keep my sausage, just so we're clear.
Yeah, phrasing also.
I keep that in the refrigerator. That will spoil.
Okay, so that was fecundity. I mean, are we just going to do this kind of the one time and then, you know?
Yeah, no, that was fun. Everybody got involved. Let's get
Dave,
a different word going.
Well, Dave, I'd like... Well, are we getting you to give us your elevator pitch then, and we'll move on to the next word?
Oh yeah, I guess I can kind of do that. I mean, if you want, if you're in the mood for it, if it feels right.
I am. If it feels right for you, please. Okay. Your elevator pitch, fecundity.
So, as a man, which I am totally a man. As a man, there are a few things that are kind of define being a man, right? Owning property, getting in bar fights, drinking whiskey, listening to loud rock and roll music, owning a truck, owning a dog, owning a dog inside of a truck, owning a dog truck, a truck dog, and a doggy dog truck, doggy dog dog.
Man with the truck and a dog in the truck, driving with Jesus down to Texas. Is a man in a truck with a dog in a truck.
So yeah, owning land and all that good stuff. Solidifies you as a man. It shows the world that's who you are. Another big part of it is just knocking up just scores of women and not paying child support and quickly vanishing into the night. And so I think that's what makes fecundity such a great and wonderful word. It encapsulates a whole kind of culture, persona.
Deadbeat culture. It encapsulates the deadbeat culture.
The deadbeat dad culture, right? I'm talking a guy who like wraps a pack of Marlboro Reds like up in his t-shirt sleeve. He looks kind of like the criminal Snake from The Simpsons. Like it's that's fecundity, man, and it's such a great word. And I think you three, as I assume, are men. I don't know. I haven't personally checked, but I assume that as men, you can relate to that and you understand fully that the importance of fecundity. So knock up random women, run off in the night, and just be a fecund, son of a bitch.
Fecund?
Yeah,
you just made a word that's better than fecundity.
You did. And what's disappointing out of all this is I still have no fucking clue what this word means. I'll look it up later or whatever. But I mean, like Dave,
it doesn't matter. Dave's gonna lose.
Dave, you failed us.
It's designed to lose.
Basically,
it's amazing.
Picture Hank Hill, but not with a narrow urethra, and that is fecundity right there.
Okay,
it's like Hank Hill with the biggest gaping urethra you've ever seen in a human man person.
Now, I don't know what this has to do with the Motown singer Urethra
as opposed to a human skunk ape.
Oh, go riding on the freeway of urine.
Grab your dog, get in the truck, go
driving
knock up
down
a broad,
Texas with a truck,
drink a Budweiser, smash a bottle over your head.
All right, Ryan, we need you to give us your word this week.
All right, I went with something. I'm sure you guys have heard this word, and you might actually know what it means, but I just like it. Salacious.
Ooh,
salacious.
God, why am I so hard just hearing it?
So I know this word very well because one of the best characters in Star Wars is Salacious Crumb.
You have met your quota of Star Wars references, sir.
Yeah, wow.
If you go any further, we're going to be paying royalties. I just hope you realize that.
That's true.
But the good news is we won't pay George Lucas anymore. We'll just have to pay Walt Disney.
Yeah, that's a lot better. I mean,
that's worse. And if we don't pay, then he sends like the Mouseketeers after us to break our legs. So
right. I mean, at least George Lucas paid like real people to work. I mean, Walt Disney.
MIC. I'll see you in court. K-E-Y.
Why?
Because you didn't pay us. M-O-U-S-E. We're going to kill you in your sleep.
I think Bob's had encounters with Walt Disney before. I
think he has.
They were salacious encounters, I assure
yeah,
you.
have you read his blog,
Hello,
man? He's got all
Walt.
kinds
Let me
of
take my
Walt
shirt
fans.
off. Uh-oh. I got to go.
All right, Bob, you're already using the word. I want you to give us your definition for salacious.
I know what the definition of salacious is,
Okay.
but I'm not going to give it to you, just out of spite.
Okay.
Because I think I should have won last week. So I'm going to say that salacious is a salad that is so delicious that you go on a murderous killing spree.
Whoa.
Salacious.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it should be now. I mean, shit, that's just...
Well, it's like...
I can't tell you how many times.
Is it like a salad that's... The brand is like Kashi or something? Like it's organic? And it's...
No, I'm thinking it was probably made by like Pfizer.
Is it a clinical salad?
It's a clinical salad.
Okay.
So it's basically, instead of like lettuce, it's just all pills covered in like ranch dressing. It's like, oh man, this salad is so salacious. I have to get to the parking lot right now.
Just a random set of pills with ranch dressing. That sounds delicious.
Oh man, it is. It's so good, but you don't remember the next day when you wake up in prison.
Yeah.
What happened?
But it's also like you got to watch out. You got to keep your dressing in a separate container, or else the pills will get soggy. So you can't like put the dressing on the pills before you leave the house.
Soggy pills. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are these like the sort of Advil candy-coated pills, or are they like the chalky, you're going to taste it in the back of your throat and feel like you're going to throw up for the next 4 hours pills?
Well, I think it's a mix. You know, some of them are going to be capsules that are like white on one end and blue on the other. And if you unscrew it and like slip it on your tongue, you're probably going to go into some sort of, I don't want to say diabolical rage, but probably more of a long-term acid trip. So you do want to take those with the Advil.
But, you know, when it comes down to it, you're going to be gargling ranch dressing, so it really doesn't matter how they taste. That's what I love about this whole salad. It's
really going to go down well. The nice thick globs of ranch dressing to wash it down.
I hadn't considered that part. Oh.
Like an extra glass of ranch on the side?
Waitress, I'm going to need an extra water.
You need a
just
shooter.
when you get a second.
After I murder people. Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, that's your definition for salacious. Dave, what's your guess?
Well, salacious is...
Dun dun! Bum 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 bum.
And a natto.
So it's salacious is like lewd, sexy, right?
Lewd, sexy, right? Like it's a question. The definition is like
Right.
That's the sister of the Wright brothers. Lewd,
it sounds like
right.
a Robin
I believe it's
Thicke,
the sister
phrase.
I thought it was. Am I wrong? I haven't been on the Wikipedia section for the history of airplanes in a while, but I thought it was the dashing, amazingly hot sister of the Wright brothers that created.
Yeah, it was Orville, Wilbur, and then
Lewd, sexy, right?
Lewd, sexy.
Lewd, sexy. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I like how they're like a '90s R&B group. There's Orville, and then there's Lewd, and then there's Sexy.
Yeah. Well, they were genetically engineered to take down Belle Biv DeVoe, so in the lab.
And apparently they did it pretty well.
They did.
You know what they used? Poison. Poison. Poison.
Oh, that was easy. That was cheap, but I still liked it.
Yeah,
it was good. We go for the cheap laughs. Are you sure about that, Dave? Lewd and sexy? That sounds wrong.
No, I mean that is absolutely like what it is. Salacious. I mean, if not, yeah, that's absolutely it. Like I'm just going to go for the truthiness answer and say lewd, sexy, right?
Okay.
Lewd, sexy, right?
That puts it on me, and man, I don't have. First off, I know that the right definition was actually taken. I know that the funny stuff completely escapes me right now. And so I'm going to talk about the fact that I don't know what to say until I figure out what to say. Salacious is the way that a hairdresser prepares Matt Damon's hair. Done.
Ooh.
Because
Just Matt Damon.
Well, specifically, because I've always thought that he's got a nice head of hair, and it looks good. And it's pretty much been the same for a long time.
Well, no, not really. I mean, that Elysium movie he was in, he was a bald son of a bitch, wasn't he?
That's true. But he looks good. I don't even think about it. He's had a lot of different hairstyles, and I don't notice because he fucking pulls every single one of them off well.
Yeah.
For the listener at home, that's foreshadowing, just so we're clear.
I would let him make love to my mouth. Like, he's a sexy guy.
Whoa, are you cheating on Hugh Jackman?
Hey, man, it's Hollywood. Everybody swings around.
Do you think that Hugh
Everybody's
Jackman...
got their top 5 list.
Which one is waiting in line for the other, Hugh Jackman or Matt Damon?
Oh, damn, that's tough. Well, so Matt Damon's older, and he's got, like, a really good story attached to him.
Whoa, back it up. Matt Damon is older than Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, isn't he? What, isn't Hugh Jackman, like, 32 or something?
Google, help me.
Ian McKellen is older than both of them, and I'm sure he's waiting in line.
Yeah, but he can't give me a piggyback ride, so, like, he's out. He's done.
Yeah, you'd break him.
Matt Damon is 40...
None shall pass, especially my lower back.
Just so we're clear, Matt Damon is 43, Hugh Jackman is 44.
Oh, snap!
You're so close. Okay. Just the other way. You had him flipped.
Well, they've got really good stylists making them look like they're in their 30s.
God, they do, don't they? Sexy men. So really what we're doing with Word Rango is we're also on the side building a list of the sexiest men alive because we're also competing with People magazine. So we're kind of like in this kind of, don't mind us while we're trying to sort out,
Well, they're in our demo. We've got to take them down. They're in our demo.
They are absolutely, they are.
They're not as
Welcome
qualified.
to number 4 on the list, taking off his shirt right now. What up, ladies? What up?
Is that Seal?
All right, so what's the definition of salacious?
Well, I mean, you guys pretty much hit it. It's a delicious salad that makes it basically just means arousing or appealing to sexual desire or imagination.
So
and
it's
has
prurient.
nothing to do with the Wright brothers.
So you went with a synonym for the word last week.
Let me look for the thesaurus and see if that's true.
But so that means you can find salacious in pretty much like anything, right? Like, I mean, it's the salacious is in the eye of the beholder, I guess, right? Is that essentially what we're boiling this down to?
Oh, you got your salacious in my eye.
Oh, that salacious shot across the room.
Why does it taste like ranch dressing?
It moves like pulp, Jerry.
I gotta murder something.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Before Bob murders something, I'm going to need Bob and Dave to use the word salacious, as Bob is a driving instructor and Dave is learning how to drive for the first time in driver's ed. And Dave, I need you to... Actually, both of you need to use the word salacious in this.
Now, just pull forward to that stop sign there, sir.
Okay, I'm pulling forward. I have to ask, though, do you have to wear flip-flops right now? Because I'm a foot guy, and those puppies are damn salacious.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to get your hand off my knee.
And also, who wears flip-flops with khakis? That just seems, like, inappropriate. It's just, like, really bad style on your part. I mean, I know your life hasn't gone where you expected it to, but, like, come on, guy. Put a little effort in, you know?
Sir, I know the way that you know I'm wearing shorts is because your hand is up them right now. If you could just keep it right there.
Okay.
That's
right.
You're about to pass.
I'm trying to find a gear shifter. I gotta keep my eyes on the road.
That's super important. Salacious. Thank you. But we are going to have to stop for this red light, sir.
Okay. All right. Coming to a stop.
That's
starting up again.
That's third gear. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. I'm moving. It's a pretty nice day out. So, like, what are your hobbies? Do you, like, paint trains on the weekend or something? Like, what do you do?
Okay, I think we're going to have to end this before Bob actually does.
I am full on giving my driving instructor a hand job.
You're giving him a handy.
How did you pass your driving test, dude? How did you pass your driving?
I learned how to fucking parallel park, Dave.
You don't ever use that shit. It's like math in school. You never use math. Like, they were fucking lying to us. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
Wow. Well, we've really come full circle here.
We sure did.
I was going to let Bob go clean himself up. Put your shirt on, Bob.
hose him down. Hose that boy down.
Well, Ryan, I think we need you to just give us your elevator pitch, please.
I just think this is probably... I haven't listened to every podcast out there, but I would say, like, if you're not getting turned on by this podcast and its salacious nature, then you're probably pretty normal. And to those of you who are, that's ew. That's sick. It's gross.
Oh, my God.
Was that the whole pitch?
I guess so.
That was an elevator ride in a 3-story building is what that was. That was quick. Quick and dirty.
That's how I like to do things. It was more of an escalator pitch. Does that exist? That actually sounds awesome.
Escalator pitch.
I think
Holy
that's
shit,
what
it's
we're...
loud in this mall. Why are you trying to tell me about what the movie you want to make? Hurry up this thing.
I think we are moving from elevator pitches to escalator pitches now that you mention that. I like that. And the best part is it's an escalator. Like, elevators, there might be enough room that you don't have to stand right next to them. Escalators, you are fucking moving on that same step as them. So help me God, you are right next to them in their face, telling them why your word is the word of the week. So I like that even more.
Right.
Bob,
but escalators are tricky though, because you always have to be on the right hand side, because there's, you get those assholes who are like, oh, I'm in life to win it, like I'm gonna be the guy that walks up a moving escalator, like, those assholes. So like it's really annoying that like you can only stand on the right side. Like maybe I like standing on the left side, maybe I want to like live a little and get a taste of that sweet British lifestyle for just a few seconds while on the escalator. Why do I have to be an asshole? Why am I labeled an asshole? I just like the left side. What the shit, man? Do
British folks stand on the left side of escalators? Serious
yeah,
question.
Of course.
Point.
Like they do everything left. They lean left. They're left leaning. Left leaner, lean left lean.
Huh. I'm this is great because I don't know a lot about, other cultures, and so it's fascinating that I can learn. That's the great thing that this podcast brings is educational sort of support for people like myself that desperately need it. So that's great. Bob, please give us your word this week.
Today's word is pill garlic.
What?
Pill garlic.
Pill garlic?
Pill garlic.
Okay.
PIL garlic?
And I will give you some assistance with pill garlic. 50% of the people on this podcast are pill garlic.
Oh, shit.
Pill garlic.
So wait, is this like some kind of like James Bond way to say like, garlic pill? Like did you pick garlic pill? Like
this just sounds like it's part of his salacious salad. That's what it sounds like to me.
Would make it even more salacious. Yeah. Oh shit, that's ranch dressing.
What do you do if you accidentally put Viagra in your salacious salad and then instead of your, normal lithium
do not. You know Bob is about to say
Then I've only got 4 hours.
I knew what was coming and
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
God. Okay,
the thing, okay, so like when you're looking at Bob, like you have to do your research before you get on the podcast and look at the calendar of the weirdest ass events that are going to be happening in the next week or so that he's going to be using on Pop Quizzical. And guys, next week is What a European Bus Smells Like week, and it smells like pill garlic, and that's what Bob's doing right now, dude. He's doing another promo for his other podcast,
Ryan.
And I'm tired of this shit.
No, I'm actually pill garlicing up my
guess?
booth right now.
Is that my guess?
Yeah,
next week is National What a European Bus Smells Like week, and pill garlic is the odor coming from or pertaining to a European mode of transportation.
I don't think they
How
call
would
them
you
buses,
celebrate?
Though. They call them lorries.
I don't know
Hugh
what
Laurie
country you're talking
isn't
about.
isn't that house? Isn't that
Hugh
the guy from
Laurie
House?
is a bus?
Yeah, dude. Hey, if Seal's a home, then Hugh Laurie is definitely a bus, and that would make Mila Kunis a jet plane. So
could you park Hugh Laurie inside Seal?
yeah, that's a tough parallel parking job there.
It really is. Like you have to sort of like what you're doing is you have to pass by the inner thigh, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have to back up at an angle.
Whoa, this is getting salacious.
Make sure you
straighten
use your
out.
signal, though. You have to use your signal. Don't be that
Ooh,
guy.
Of course, you use your signal. Only monsters don't use signals. Pill garlic. Okay, well, I guess I'll go next. I mean, this is a like it just sounds like two words smashed together. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with an efficient means of bringing garlic into a recipe through pill form that dissolves upon like it's basically like what are those little cubes? Those little what are
Like
they
a
called?
bouillon cube?
Bouillon.
Yeah, it's like
Bouillon.
It's a bouillon. It's like bouillon.
I'm bringing garlic back.
Bouillon. Come on down to Louisiana, get yourself a bouillon.
What the fuck? And so pill garlic is essentially that. It's a cube or a pill form of garlic. And I'm just thinking that Bob is trying to trick us into thinking it's anything more than that. So that's what I'm going to go with.
We're all cubes of garlic. I like it. That makes sense.
Well,
That's true.
I'm gonna take Bob's comment at face value. He said half of this podcast exhibits pill garlic qualities, and I'm gonna have to say pill garlic is pertaining to or having attributes similar to that of Mr. Clean. I'm gonna say it's some bald mofos.
Motherfucking balding. That's probably what it is.
Some bald ass mofos.
Bob, is that what it is?
It has to. Oh my god!
Fucking hell.
Silence.
This is
Your
like,
silence
it's
speaks
like
volumes,
this
Bob.
episode is like Guess Who, the board game or some shit.
It's amazing that all I had to do was say nothing, and two of you suddenly felt very offended.
I'm not. No, I shaved my head. I mean, I'm not offended by it. It's sexy.
yeah, you shaved, whatever. Bald. You are so pill
Hey,
garlic.
dude. I mean, bald is in. Bald is hip, man. I mean, think of all the amazing people
Seal.
that. Yeah, look at Seal. Like, I mean, your race is really represented well. You got Charles Barkley. You've got Seal.
I don't think
you got
bald
Michael
is a
Jordan.
race.
No, it is a race. It's definitely a race.
Well,
it's a genetic
state of mind.
character. It's a state of mind. Yeah, like cardigan sweaters.
There's the human race, there's the bald race, there's the amazing race.
There's the Zaphods.
What other races do we have?
So
The Tour de France is a completely different race.
So
Okay,
that
but
really
yes,
is that really is pill garlic then, right? Balding
For those
or
for those playing at home, pill garlic does mean a bald-headed person.
oh, okay.
Okay, so it is like
So
it's a noun,
bald-headed. It actually comes from pill garlic, and pill is to peel. So you look like peeled garlic.
But it doesn't
I
say
like
anything
garlic.
in regards to like wearing a flashy earring or anything like that.
It didn't in the definition.
Okay, so it's just about the baldness,
But
I
I'm
mean.
sure that somebody, wink, wink, can go onto Wikipedia and change that.
I like using the wink. Mr. Clean is very fond of winking. He's like
But you know,
not
the
as much
second,
as wanking though. He likes wanking.
The
more
second
than winking.
definition of pill garlic is a man looked upon with humorous contempt or mock pity.
Wait,
Oh, I see how you are,
if
dictionary.
There's two
Like,
of
what a-
us.
what a
Which
piece of
one is
shit.
the humorous contempt and which is the mock pity?
Well, I think it applies to all of us.
What, you guys can't go halvesies on this?
Yeah, split the bill, guys. Come on.
Okay, Ryan, you get humorous, contempt, mocked, and pity. You get to pick the first one. Go ahead.
I get it. Oh, it's a draft.
It's a draft.
Humorous. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a strong first.
What I'm gonna do, it's a power move. I'm taking contempt, and the reason I'm taking contempt is because I think that is sort of a form of flattery in a sense, where people, if they hold you in contempt, it means that they have like a fear / respect of you. So I'm taking contempt. And if is it a snake? Are we doing a snake here?
Oh, you got to pick two words? No, because Dave needs to pick a word.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Dave, go ahead. You pick one.
Yeah, hey guys, I exist. I'm alive. So
Are you balding though?
What? No, but I did have a guy who was cutting my hair tell me my hair was thinning though, and I was like, "You shut your goddamn mouth! Don't you ever say anything like that to me again, because I don't want to be some bald freak."
Wow.
Sorry,
I don't even have an earring.
sorry guys, sorry. You're not freaks, but really you are. So what words
don't
do I
want
have to
your
pick
pity.
from?
Please try and tell me you would say that to Bruce Willis's face. Go ahead and tell me that. You would not. You wouldn't. You wouldn't do
No,
that.
I would probably go right to blowing him. Like if I saw him, I would just go right.
no.
I would stampede towards that penis with just reckless abandon.
Well, you knew that Demi's been near it, so I guess that's kind of like closest.
Yeah, pretty much. And so what words do I have to pick from now?
Well, we had humorous, contempt, mocked, and then pity. And Ryan took humorous, I took contempt. That leaves mocked and pity left.
I'm going to have to go with mocked, because, I mean, you know, like, I've been mocked a lot, and it's kind of fitting. You know, I say water, and people like to mock me for that all the damn time.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
It's just something I live with, you know, so I'm used to it. The benchmark has been set, and, you know, I have no problem continuing to live on in the same way I've always lived, you know, which is just with a vicious bout of fecundity, just knocking up daughters left and right and just fleeing into the night like a vampire. I just turn into a bat and I fly away towards the moon.
I'll go ahead and take pity.
Yeah,
I mean,
you do take pity.
You know,
that's fine.
You know, look, take pity on me. Let me give you the website of a fantastic podcast. It's called Pop Quizzical.
Oh no!
Just go over. It's just 15 minutes is all I'm asking for. Just go onto iTunes, download Pop Quizzical, and after you listen to that, you should listen to this word Rango again because I'm sure it's going to be awesome again the second time.
Okay, fine. That's Bob. We have to move on to the next part. You have to do something with pill garlic and assign a thing to us. I don't know. Figure it out.
Okay, pill garlic. Dave.
Yes.
I want you to think of something where your hiding spot has been discovered. Oh. You've been hiding something, and Mike has found it. Mm-hmm. And go.
All right.
What is this? What is this?
So I've been meaning to tell you I'm stashing a large quantity of porno inside of your son's treehouse. Now, it may not sound like a great plan, but at the time, it really just seemed like a smart decision to make.
Okay, what I want to know, and look, we've all done first off, the internet. Why do you have... I mean, these aren't even magazines.
Hey, you know me. I collect vinyl.
These are stapled together. Like, it's just pages that are black and white you stapled together. It doesn't make any sense. And second off,
Sears underwear ad is very salacious, my friend.
Why do you have a title page that says only leprechauns?
Dave, I want you to change that porn to only books that are about reincarnation. Go.
So, I don't know if you've really been thinking about where you're going to go when you die.
Okay.
I mean, but for me, like, I'm going to, like, be reincarnated, dude. Like, I like this. It seems like a really sound, kind of cool thing. And, I mean, you should start thinking about it, too, because I have a very, very short timeline for when I'm going to kill you. So, like,
whoa,
you probably want to get your plan together for what you're going to do.
Back this up. There's a lot of things to go over here. First off, I don't know why you're putting books about reincarnation in my son's treehouse. That's a little, you know.
Your son's a dummy, all right? I just want him to read more. Like, he is just a big Class A dummy. And, you know, I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you this way, but if that kid ever hopes to be manager at McDonald's one day, like, he's going to need to read a few books.
Now, look.
Okay, actually... Sorry, no, Suzik, your son actually is a literal dummy. Like, he is like a crash test dummy. Like,
that is beside the point, first off. And second off, I mean, is this the reason why my crash test dummy son has been going around telling me that he says he's going to be a flying squirrel someday? I mean, I'm afraid that
That's your fault. You told him he could be
to jump from this treehouse. That's unacceptable.
But you told him he could be anything. All right, that includes a crash test dummy, a T-Rex, the laser in Moonraker. I told him he could
be in anything. That could be a Nissan Altima. That could be a Ford Tempo. Whatever they happen to be testing that day. There is a big difference, Dave, in the operative term in being anything and being in anything.
Well, there you go.
It's my son, and he helps other people. I don't know why that's so hard for you to get around. You're so fixated on him dying, but in reality, my son is sacrificing himself every day to ensure the safety of all of the passengers on the roads in America. You need to be grateful for that. Don't try and teach him about what he's going to be when he dies.
Okay, now I think you're kind of projecting your inadequacies as a father, like, onto me.
Well,
I don't really appreciate it. I don't really like it.
That's a little far. That's a little...
But the thing...
You're treating me like I'm a coupe when I know that I am definitely a sedan, okay?
Come on, man. Let's be real. You're a cabriolet if you're anything. Okay? You're hip, you're fun, but you're not exactly like rushing to show your friends your car.
Sunfire, at the very least.
Okay, assholes. I'm a Tesla, and you guys, let's...
I never even used Pill Garlic. Your freaky son, your freaky Pill Garlic son, and his Propecia, or whatever the heck it's called. Whatever the guy has in Arrested Development, that's your son. He's got no eyebrows. He's weird. He's a weirdo.
Nice.
Well then, Bob, we need you to do the thing with the escalator pitch for Pill Garlic, please.
We're on our way up to the top floor of the mall where we're going to go to Auntie Anne's Pretzels. And
I hope one day it turns into an escalator patch and we all just like have patches on our clothes of escalators. Like that's because it just went from elevator pitch to escalator patch and then hopefully to
You're trying to take us to the next level and we are at the base of the escalator waiting to get on. So please.
Well, hey, you gotta start
so
somewhere.
Let me do my escalator pitch. Let me see if I can do this correctly.
Okay, so Pill Garlic is this thing where we're really just gonna,
you like the baldness, but you don't want to be called that, so we're gonna. Okay, that probably didn't work out too well.
I appreciated the effort.
I liked it.
Pill Garlic. 2 people on this podcast are bald like Mr. Clean.
we're not going to tell you who they are.
You can probably hear it in their voice.
yeah, they speak differently. They speak their own
2
language.
of us are non-pill garlics. So we just take garlic pills. Mm-hmm. And there we go.
Is
okay,
that
next
what
word.
I needed to do this whole time? Is just take garlic pills?
I feel like I missed out.
Also, why do they make garlic pills? You can just like crack open one clove and just like take it like a pill anyway. Like you could just like drink a glass of water.
You don't know what to cook. You don't know how to cook. You don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I am quite the cooker. Let me tell you, my friend.
Whoa, meth does not count.
The cookery that goes on in my
Breaking
daily
Bad
life
is not a cooking show.
That would be awesome. If they had like an informational part of Breaking Bad where at the end of the episode, well, today in Breaking Bad, Walter used methamphetamines to make, or methylamine blue to make his wet meth. You can go to your local Walmart or Rite Aid and get this delicious...
I have an idea for a great show called Breaking Bed, and it's just like 10 seconds, one episode, and it's just like a fat person gets into a bed and it breaks, and that's it. Will you guys watch my Breaking Bed show?
Sounds more like a miniseries.
I think I've been in that show.
To be honest.
Have you ever had a bed that didn't have a proper foundation on it? Like you've got those wood slats underneath.
Well, yes, actually.
And then the bed shakes once, and then the whole thing just kind of tips down, and everyone rolls out. Now, I did just say everyone, like I have like a whole party in my bed.
Well, you have 7 gnomes in your bed every evening. You know, you've got Salashi. You've got
What?
Stop eating that salad in the bed, Salashi.
Why you got that look in your eye? Why are you trying to kill me?
Whoa! Put that knife down, buddy. We're friends.
And I gotta imagine the one place that it's awesome to be a pill garlic has got to be like in the bedroom. I mean, you're more streamlined. You know, you can move around better. You got less hair in your face.
It's not the same as swimming. I mean,
I was thinking the pool, but okay, the bed, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, sure, there's nothing for like your partner to grab and hold on to or whatever, but like, you know, that's good anyway because that hurts. That hurts. You know?
Now
Also in a wind tunnel.
Come on, dive right in. You see how I tied the 2 together? It was I turned the bed into a pool. Yeah.
I feel like you were about to sell me a bed for a minute there, Bob, and I'm almost grateful you didn't because now I know that you keep homicidal gnomes or something, and then I just don't want to get involved in that, honestly. So
the Tempur-Pedic sleeper word of the week is pill garlic. Pill garlic. Brought to you by Tempur-Pedic. Dive on in.
That was good. That was just classic. Okay, my word this week. We need to keep this thing moving. My word is monadnock.
What?
Oh.
It sounds like a comic book villain.
This is like a lake in Wisconsin.
I'm picturing like a big crab. Like it's a crab. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say it's an anthropomorphic, because that's a word I've heard before. Crab. Anthropomorphic crab.
Okay.
So this is like a cousin of the Kraken that's like walking through town, like ordering stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds about right.
Sure would like to have some top hats. I don't know why the crab wanted top hats. He just did.
Because he's highfalutin.
Highfalutin
Yeah, he's like a
crab.
highfalutin crab.
I seem to have dropped my monocle.
And it's walking to the side, pinching its little pinchers. Like,
Are you sure you didn't pick Modoc? Like
nope.
Okay.
Monadnock. And
Monadnock.
Bob, what's your guess? Monadnock.
Morlock. Those are the bad guys from X-Men comics. Monadnock?
Yes.
It is someone who is very angry and who likes someone who likes to knock on front doors angrily and then wants to discuss why you won't invite them inside.
I was actually thinking something similar. Like it would be like Monadnock would be
No,
like,
you were thinking about crabs, Dave.
No,
okay?
well, yeah, true. But also like it would be going up to somebody like a man, like a stranger, and then you would get down on your knees and then you would just gently knock on their nads. Just like, hey, is anybody home? Hey,
That would make me mad. Get away from there!
You pieces of shit! Like
off.
you totally stole my definition because I was going to say that it's basically the Scottish term that they use for a ball tapper. Like, oh, Monadnock.
So
right, he's dude. Right, Monadnock.
Monadnock.
No, but
I
I mean,
know
think
how to
about
do
it.
like. You only know like an Australian accent, Dave. You need to, like every like person
the
out.
fuck out.
No, I could do a Russian too. It's it's very Monadnock.
That's still not.
That's not Russian.
Not at all.
I'd make a Russian voice make. Yes, Borat.
Okay.
No, but think about it, dude. Every time you're walking down the street, you have like a million little babies inside of your testicles, and like nobody ever pays them any mind. Like nobody, greets them. Nobody says, "Oh,
Maybe
hey,
not for
nice
you.
to see you, Dave, and your million unborn sperm babies." Like let's bring that back. Do more nad knocking, guys.
I know what you're doing, and what you're doing is you're trying to lead this into fecundity. You keep my sperm out of your word this week. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, you keep his sperm out of your mouth.
Well, okay.
Unless, whatever.
Monadnock, the actual definition, prepare yourselves. An isolated hill or ridge or erosion-resistant rock rising above a peneplain.
What's a peneplain?
A peneplain, I'm happy you asked, is a more or less level land surface produced by erosion over a long period, undisturbed by crustal movement. So picture a nice sort of flat, kind of semi-eroded area that has one isolated hill or ridge that is jutting out in the middle of it. That is a monadnock.
It sounds like math and like archipelagos and like things that I never ever will ever use. Or I've already forgotten what it is. So let's move on.
You think that?
I can hear myself glossing over right now.
Well, luckily, what I need is all three of you to participate in this one. It's a free-for-all in which Ryan, the crab, is knocking at the door of Dave's house that is at the top of a monadnock. And there's
Can Bob be my butler?
And Bob the butler is answering
Nice.
the door and has to fetch Dave. Go.
Ding dong!
Oh,
That's a tall ass crab.
Hello, sir. How may I help you?
I'm looking for Monadnock. Have you seen it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you down there. You're a tiny crab with a top hat and a monocle.
But I've got these huge crab balls, and I need to come into your house and find Monadnock.
Well, my, those do look inflamed, sir. You should have that looked at.
Jeeves, who's at the door?
I don't know. It's some sort of small crab with large testes.
Why, let him in. I wish to speak with it. Him? It? Her?
I'm not sure we should invite it in, sir.
Did you get the gender? Did you ask for the gender?
I did not. I
Look at my
presumed that these
balls,
were
of
his.
course I'm a man.
Ah, yes, balls. He's
are-
a man,
are-
yes.
Are you sure you just didn't steal those from some sort of large testicled hobo?
Don't you have another room you have to be lecherous in, Jeeves? Go away. Hello, Mr.
I have
Crab.
dusted and fluffed everything, sir. Including you.
Pay no mind to my old, perverted butler, Bob Ball. Pay him no mind.
Let's get on about it.
Yes, they won't pay me anything else. Why not pay me no mind? And like the government is shut down in this house as well.
So what would you like, Crab? Because I am thinking about cooking and eating you right now. Not the balls, though. Those look kind of inedible.
What are you doing with me, Nadnock? Are you using it as a drink coaster?
What else am I supposed to set my beverages upon, sir?
What else am I supposed to fluff my huge giant testicles with?
Did you just switch regions of dialect? Were you not speaking with a British tone before? And I think you just went.
I'm from Glasgow, you pisser.
Does anyone need a doily? I have an extra doily.
Don't you have some children to lecherously ogle? Jeeves, get out of here.
All my ogling must be done during regular business hours.
You're a 9 to 5 ogler, Jeeves, and I commend you for it. You stick to your lecherous guns.
Actually, it's banker's hours, between the hours of 10 and 3.
I think we call that 13 o'clock here. We are in England, remember? All right, is this still going on? Are we still doing this?
Scene. Okay.
They really do call it 13 o'clock over there, though. They're freaking weird.
We did get a little bit of good stuff out of that. Clearly, you guys found out that monadnock is a great word, but I want you to prove that through your votes this week. Every week, we have to figure out that one of us is the winner.
Right, but you have to give us an elevator pitch, don't you?
Before we do that, I have to do the escalator pitch. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm running up the escalator as I'm doing this, so I'll make this brief. Oh my god, I gotta get past you. I gotta get to Auntie Anne's. Monadnock, it's such a great word. Just listen to it. It may be some sort of a geological thing, but it's still pretty... okay, I'm up here. All right.
For some pants, the brass rail.
That's it. That's it. Monadnock. And so, every week we have to do this thing. We do the vote. You can't vote for your own word or, make some sort of case for why someone shouldn't win, whatever the fuck.
What if this week we decide we can just eliminate a word?
Ooh.
Wait, no, then that would eliminate everyone's.
We eliminate it from the English language forever. It's never allowed to be used again. I like that. That sounds like a good time.
Okay, well, you can make the case for that, but we also need to vote to figure out who wins this week. Bob, you start.
I'm going to pick monadnock. Not because it's a better word, but because, frankly, I think it's where our funniest stuff came from. Isn't that right, Jeeves?
Yes.
Very good, sir. Very good. Would you like me to ogle the children again?
Jeeves, you're an old sick pervert, but I love you for it.
I'm not entirely sure what ogle means. That does mean powder their bottoms, right?
Jesus Christ. We're on some government watch list now.
That's the fucking worst.
No, we're not. The government's shut down.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the NSA actually isn't listening.
Be damned!
It's just pedophiles running out into the streets screaming and crying tears of joy.
It's like the end of Ghostbusters. All the pedophiles all over the city. Yeah.
Jeeves, the perverted butler, is now a new character for Bob, and that's why he's so excited. He realized it.
Stable grows.
Ooh, who are you?
Oh, God.
I don't know who he is.
Fuck.
Very good, sir.
Okay, good. Well, that's one for monadnock. Since you voted for me to keep it going, I should go next. So I can't vote for myself here. I am going to say that I think the word this week is salacious, because the idea of having a salad with a bunch of pills in it that makes you want to kill someone that's just drenched in ranch. It sounds like, you know how you have just fucking Tuesdays are the worst, and you're running late, but you need to eat something. You throw a salad together. You would normally do that if you want to eat healthy
in your medicine cabinet,
but you just grab a jar of pills from the medicine cabinet, throw some Hidden Valley Ranch in your bag, and you're off to work. And I mean, that in itself makes it seem like salacious is the best way to go. I think Seal approves. So I'm going to say salacious is the word of the week.
But ranch, though, you're not going to go with like a nice vinaigrette, or maybe like what's that Catalina stuff or whatever they call it. That really
Well,
gross,
if you're going to change the dressing, doesn't that change what type of salad it is, Dave? I mean, maybe it's not salacious.
Well,
at that
no.
point.
I mean, the only difference in salads are like you have your regular salacious salad of a mixture of boner pills, lithium, and morphine, and you have like a fruit salad, which is like just a bunch of cut up fruit in a Tupperware bowl.
Covered in ranch.
Covered in ranch, yes.
Honeydew.
Salad, of course. Yeah, you have to cover it in Hidden Valley.
Grapes,
It's like a requirement.
mangoes, ranch.
Yeah, Hidden Valley won the condiment wars of 1942, and so like they get to dictate, what a salad actually is.
Is that what America was fighting for?
Yes. See, I mean, they want you to think it was all about some like crazy Nazi dude, but in reality, we were fighting for ranch dressing.
It was for ranch dressing the whole time.
Yeah.
Mr. Gorbachev, show us that valley.
I'm pretty mad at Wisconsin's public education system that I didn't know this. I mean, clearly they tried to make it seem a lot more noble than it was before.
Yeah. Well,
You're looking at the wordsmith of the week right here. Do you know what happens when you pour Hidden Valley Ranch on Word Rango? Word salad. Bam.
Fuck!
Mic drop.
That is good.
check the
actually
URL.
really good.
Check the URL.
Man, the Great Battle of Hidden Valley was something else, though, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was right next to Bunker Hill. Yeah, so the greatest
right.
generation, absolutely.
All right, so I picked salacious. That means, Ryan, you have to pick between fecundity, pill garlic, and monadnock.
Well, I like that someone can be a fecund. I know that we established that. But I'm going to have to go with monadnock because I thought that was some kind of I really did think it was a body of water, like in a small town in Wisconsin or something like that. You're like going out to the lake, and I just like the sound of it. It's yeah. All right, monadnock. Let's do it.
I like that better though. Actually, it's like the lake where my dad goes to throw his dead puppies. Like he just takes the boat out
and not spend time with you.
Yeah, God, please never open a boat.
He was too into those dead puppies, you guys. He didn't have any time for his son. So
okay, well, Dave, while you scrape away the tears, you get the last vote of the week. You get to pick between salacious, pill garlic, and monadnock.
Monadnock is kind of cool. It's kind of crazy. It's an awesome word, and we did get a lot of fun out of it. But I gotta go salacious, man. Like, it's the little rat dude who hangs out with Jabba the Hutt, and it's like, it's a great salad. I mean, it's the salad that keeps me from jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge every day.
I knew I should not have picked a word that's going to divide all of us.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I knew I shouldn't have offended these people who are going to decide if I won this game or not. Yeah, so I got to go salacious, man. It's just fun to say, and it's so salacious.
Well, this is a first in the 12 years that we've done this show. This is the first time that we've ever had a split vote. It's 2 votes for salacious, 2 for monadnock. I don't know what we do. I never considered this. It should have dawned on me because we have an even number of people.
Hold on. You basically, like, the winner is just basically these 2 words combined, and it's saladnock.
Saladnock.
Done.
I like that.
All right, well.
Which basically, it's a very sexualized piece of land sitting on top of Peneplain, where secret orgies happen.
That's covered in ranch.
It's also a diss
The orgies.
to your salad. Like, it's literally knocking your salad.
Saladnock.
Yeah. So,
all right, well,
I
I think that's it. Saladnock's the winner. We also have a wordsmith of the week. I refuse to pick Bob. And so that means we don't have a wordsmith.
Yes, just go ahead and refuse what the internet cannot resist. Let me take my shirt off
I
again.
do want people to tell us who they think the wordsmith of the week is. And, Bob, how do they do that?
Well, you, my friends, can go to the Twitter at WordRango. You can hashtag us with hashtag WordRango and tell us the winner of episode 6.
We also watched the
me.
hashtag Kanye West boobs, so make sure you tweet that out.
Oh, at least one of us does, apparently.
Yeah, Kanye West boob watch, man. I'm always wondering what's going on with that guy's memories.
You can also join us on Facebook, facebook.com/WordRango. Had a lovely personal exchange with Tristan the Marine this week, who may or may not like me with my shirt off. That didn't actually come up in the conversation, but I'm going to go with sure. He probably
don't ask,
does.
don't tell, buddy. Don't ask, don't tell.
And do you know what time it almost is? It's almost... This is the point where I would like you to fill in a blank.
10:20.
It's almost International
Good.
Smells Like a European Bus Day.
Oh, it almost is. And that comes right before November, which actually is Movember. That's with an M Mary at the front. Movember.
Now that's when
we have to move. We have to move everything. Like,
yeah, that's when we moved
our
November
apartments, our
back. Like
houses.
we moved November back like 2 weeks or something, right? Like the groundhog comes out of the hole,
Yep,
and like
that's exactly
if
it.
it sees its shadow, we push November back 2 weeks.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly what
day
happens.
Month savings time is what it is.
Actually, Movember, if you go to Movember.com, it's actually Men's Health Awareness Month, which I feel like is every show for us, talking about priapisms and
Staying away from
boner pills
spiders.
covered in ranch.
We are a boon for men's health. Yes,
We are. We absolutely are.
I am committed to not only growing a mustache for November and raising awareness and donations for said cause. This money doesn't go to us, but if you go to now I've forgotten the web address. Someone will edit it in here.
mobro.co/wordrango. That's mobro.co/wordrango.
It's
go to the internet. I want you to double click the internet icon, and it's going to pop up, right? So you go right into the
Is
internet.
it the E? Is it the E that's on the desktop?
Yes, it's the E with the little spinny
I'm
thing
doing
around
that
it.
right now.
Double click it, and then I want you to just stick
Why
your
does it
hand
say
inside
Netscape
of your
Navigator?
monitor. Oh, you're on that
So
Prodigy?
if you go to mobro.co, there's lots of O's in here. mobro.co/wordrango. You'll actually come up to our page. I'm sure that if you go on our Facebook page, there'll be something there as well. I hope there will be some point in time. But if you go there, you can donate to us. I'm making a commitment today. Not only will I shave off my face, not the full face, but at least the hair on my face.
You're going to use the
You're
Ark of
gonna
the
swap
Covenant?
it out with Nicolas Cage.
Yes. I'm going to shave off my face, and I'm going to put Nick Cage's face on. I'm going to grow a mustache for you. However, I need donations. If we get $1,000 worth of donations by November 15th, I will, with video camera on me, shave my entire head. Whole thing.
Now, are you talking about bicking it? Like, are you going to go straight pill garlic, or are you going to just, like, buzz it?
We are going straight pill garlic. I will take everything off. I will my shirt. No, I will take off. I will take off hair. I will take off facial hair. You know what? If you give $1,000 to Movember.com through our particular team's website, it's got to be our team. So
yeah, don't throw your money at some random jerk.
mobro.co/wordrango. You give $1,000, I'll even shave off my eyebrows. Let's go. Ooh. So $1,000 by November 15th.
I don't.
2013. In case you're listening to this sometime in the future, it's got to be by that date, November 15th. We need $1,000 raised at mobro.co/wordrango.
So if you have to shave your eyebrows off, like, and you do that, you're just going to go, like, sit in a broom closet for, like, I don't know what, like 2 months until they grow back? Like, how's that going to work? How are you going to look at people and have them not laugh in your face?
I'm going to wear fake eyebrows.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, what up?
I like it.
You know what? In fact, I'm thinking it now. I think I should get some sort of wig and fake eyebrows and just be undercover for like a month.
Columbo style.
Yeah.
I like it.
So like you're a secret shopper. Is that what you're saying?
Is that what secret shoppers look
Secret
like?
shoppers almost
I thought you said
always.
secret
You know how
shop.
you pick out the secret shoppers or shoppers is they're always the ones that have the fake thick glasses with the big eyebrows, the mustache, and the fake nose. Those are always secret shoppers. Hello, sir. Why don't you show me how good your customer service is?
I love the idea that they like take it so seriously that they come in like a disguise from like a cartoon or something.
They're never
Like some
gonna know.
guy back in the kitchen at Shecky's cutting up your salad. And I go, no, sir, this will be very salacious. It'll be excellent. You'll love it.
Oh, jeez. This secret shopper is really scrambling for this, $5 coupon to Applebee's.
Right. It is. That's what they work for, and that's what Bob is going to do for a month. If people,
I will.
If people donate.
And on Twitter, big thanks to Oboe Crazy, Scott Biggs, Richard Mitchell for the Word Rango love. Thanks to Tristan the Marine for the Facebook love. And mobro.co/Word Rango. We need $1,000 by November 15th, and there will be no hair on my skull.
Ooh.
Awesome. I also
go rate the podcast.
Oh, guys. That's the most important, I think.
Word Rango is never going to survive unless we get a little crazy and unless you go rate the podcast.
So do that at iTunes. Please subscribe and rate it 5 stars specifically. Any less than that, and we're going to come and shave your eyebrows off. You do. You're going to be a secret shopper for a month, and you can't live that way. I don't know how Bob's going to live that way, but you guys can't live that way.
I don't know how I'm going to live that way either.
And so there's that. Please do that. I also want to give my own little special shout out to listener, friend of the show, Jason Copland, who provided me with my word this week, monadnock. That's right. I took a user submission. Fuck you guys.
Are you kidding me? You farmed out your
I did not farm it out. It was given to me. It's like smoking pot the first time. It was just given to me. No big deal. And so, thank you, Jason, for that, for my award-winning word that, you can take part in this celebration for Saladnock as well.
Now I'm just picturing, Mike's first time when somebody, handed him a doobie, and it's like, what is this? I don't even smoke. This is one of them jazz cigarettes, kid. Give it a try. Give it a try. You might like it.
God,
it's salacious.
Why is there ranch on it?
It's just slathered in ranch.
On everything here. Here's what we do. It's like a grass salad.
Yeah, instead of ashing a cigarette, you dip it into a container of ranch dressing.
Apparently you do. It's just
oh, quick! The cops are coming. Dump it in ranch.
The tastiest pie you've ever had. And, this is great. Actually, I really like this, and we're doing this way too late in the show and trying to get the sort of munchies listeners, too. That stuff is getting legal around the United States. We need to appeal to those folks, too. So, hey, you into them trees, into them greens?
Yeah. Hey, man, drug addicts are people, too. I've been saying that for years. They're people addicted to drugs, but they're still people.
And with that, that closes out episode 600 of Word Rango. Good stuff. Yes, at Word Rango, all that other stuff. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys, Baby Spice being me, Ginger Spice, Scary Spice, and Posh Spice for sticking it out, for bringing the giggles this week. And join us next week when we bring 4 more words and we educate you on the finer things in life.
We're also giving away $1,000, so tune in.
What? No, we are not, sir.
It's not happening.
I'm giving away $1,000. It's Jeffrey bucks, but I mean it's still good.
All right, Jeeves, the creepy butler, please send us out.
Please, everyone, leave the stoop.